Yo, how we doing, guys? Longle here, and today I wanted to let you all know that it is possible to rush in Modern Warfare, but I want you to keep in mind that it's also possible to win the lottery. So today I want to talk a little bit about how I play this game and how I have fun doing so. If you guys saw my last video, you probably saw me rip into this game pretty good, and my opinion really hasn't changed because the game really hasn't changed, and I don't expect it to over the course of 2 days. But I did discover a playstyle that does work to have fun in this game, one that you can rush with, and I'm going to explain why it's my favorite rushing class. So real quickly, I'm just going to define how I have fun in Call of Duty. For me, I have to get to the action quick. I have to be able to move around the map at a fairly decent pace. You'll never see me sit in a corner for too long unless I am just playing for streaks, which is a really rare occasion because I don't really play for streaks. What I try to do is maneuver around the map and get into a position to where I can push the spawn at the same time my dead silence becomes usable, and that's how I have fun. I try to rush the spawn with a shotgun and maybe get 3 or 4 kills before I die, and that, to me, that's just how I like to play. And you're gonna see me doing some of that here on Hackney Yard. I actually got my first Ruthless medal in the game. My previous best streak was a 9 and now it's a 15, so I guess that's cool. And really, this was the first game that I actually had like the same amount of fun or the same amount of thrill as I get in Black Ops 4 with the fast-paced style. I really hope I can figure out some sort of formula to repeat this process, but one thing I do want to mention is that it's only possible on certain maps. Now, if I even get into that Palace map or Euphrates track and field simulator, I'll back right out of those maps instantly. Will not play them, refuse to. Same with Cave and a couple other maps. I just won't play them because they're not a good time. I mean, the Cave map is absolutely horrible. We were little rant here, but we were playing realism mode on the Cave map the other night, and I swear about 45 seconds went by, maybe even a minute, and I might have heard one gunshot throughout that entire period of time. I was like, where is everybody? I'm running around. So I do have a video coming where it's just me sneaking into buildings and killing campers sitting in corners, so I think you guys will enjoy that. I know I definitely will enjoy putting that one together. But anyway, enough of me rambling. Let's go ahead and talk about this class setup. Since I already talked about the play style, this is the class setup that you want to run here with the 680. Now, it was a pain in the ass to get this gun to where it is now, to actually have fun with it. You basically have to have it fully leveled up. And I'm not going to talk about each attachment here. I'm just going to show you what you need. And then I will mention 2 things. 1, slugs on this gun are not that useful. I find I get hit markers with slugs way more than the buckshot, so I just run a standard buckshot, and the slug probably only extends your range at most another 10 to 15 feet. I'll have to test this in custom game. I really haven't tested a side-by-side yet, but I'm going to. But anyway, you already have such a far range with the buckshot. It's not a huge deal just to run that, and it gives you pretty much a guaranteed insta-kill potential when you're up close and personal with people. And I think that's really important when you're going up against a bunch of guns that are 1- and 2-shot kills. For me, if you really want to play the most aggressive possible in this game, it's the same as Black Ops 4. You have to run the equivalent of a MOG 12 or Argus, and that's the 680. Now, a lot of the other shotguns in this game are really good too, but they don't have the same potential the 680 does. Like, the Olympia will pop off 2 shots quickly, it has insane range, but then you're reloading. And without even trying, just putting on the attachments that make the 680 the best it is, you automatically have 10 rounds ready to go. So it's definitely the best one to run if you're trying to get feeds. Will I ever hit will I ever hit a 5 to 10 man feed in this game? Probably not, but it's still nice to never have to reload. You can approach any fight. You can go from one fight to the next without having to worry about reloading at all. And I've even hit collaterals with this thing, so sometimes you can get 2 kills with 1 shot. And the second thing I want to mention, I know I went on a little bit of rant there too, but the second thing is there's a glitch with this gun, at least last I knew. So when I first put this class setup together, it worked just like it does now. It's perfect, tight hip fire spread, everything was perfect. And then I was remaking the class because I wanted to have, 2 shotgun classes with different secondaries or whatever the case was. And the hip fire spread was way wider. Exact same attachments, and I accidentally deleted this gameplay off my computer, otherwise I would show you guys. But there's a glitch. If it happens to you, just know that your hip fire spread needs to be as tight as what you see here on my screen. If your hip fire spread is not this tight and you have all the attachments I have on it, it's some sort of glitch. So what I want you to do is put your stock on first and just put the attachments that narrow your hipfire spread, like the laser and the marauder, and put the attachments that tighten your hipfire spread on last. I don't know if there's a certain order you have to put them in, but so far me just putting the attachments that tighten the hipfire on last seems to work. I don't have the issue where I have a wide hipfire shot. I don't know what the deal was, because I swear like my hipfire was wider than it was without any attachments on it at all. I'm pretty sure it was a glitch. So if you get the glitch, just take all the attachments off or delete the gun from your class entirely and just go put all the attachments back on in a different order. Try putting the attachments that tighten that hipfire spread up on last. Oh, and real quickly about the laser sights. So for a while I was running the 5 milliwatt laser because it did make the hipfire spread the tightest possible, but I quickly found out that having the teammate see your laser is totally not worth it, and I find that the 1 milliwatt laser doesn't even affect your one-shot kill potential when you're hip firing, not even a noticeable bit. The difference is negligible. So definitely go with the 1 milliwatt laser. And then what I do is I run EOD, because when you're pushing with this shotgun, EOD is a must. Now Quick Fix is really cool. Quick Fix is my favorite perk to run in the game, period. But if you're going up against a team that's running a lot of claymores, it obviously doesn't work. So I like to start out games with Quick Fix, and then if I start getting killed by claymores, the nice thing about this game is that you can change your class mid-game and you can put EOD back on. So that's usually what I do. But lately I've just been running EOD stim shots because there's a lot of instances where I'll rush into a building and get hit by a claymore, and EOD will save me, and the guy who's sitting in the corner upstairs will try to come get me because he knows I'm weak. Little does he know I'm hitting my stim shot and ready to hip fire his ass with a shotty when it comes around the corner. And let me tell you, it's the most satisfying thing in the world. And then, just like the guys that I kill, I like to run claymores and restock. I don't really care about restocking my claymores, I care about restocking my stim shots, and I just find that claymores are the most effective thing to get kills with. And let's face it, playing with a shotgun, you are going to be in tight quarters. I do try not to sit in corners, but there are instances in this game where you will be in a corner with a claymore for some period of time. It's just the way the game goes. You get pinned down, you hear footsteps, don't know where people are. Any number of reasons with these garbage ass maps, you're gonna find yourself in a situation where claymores will be handy. And yeah, I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I got tons more Modern Warfare content coming. Whether it's positive or negative totally depends on what Infinity Ward does, but I am still trying to have fun with this game, and worst case scenario, we'll just play gunfight all year. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Claymore set. Enemies here.
Enemy water tower.